Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Surbhi Sharma. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Thursday, the 18th of April. Indians vote in second phase of mammoth general election. Pakistan's finance minister steps down in cabinet reshuffle. And Taliban has no way except talks with Afghan government, says President Ghani. And now for all the details. Indians turn out in huge numbers to vote in the second phase of the general election on Thursday. Voting in the second round of 7-phase election was held in 95 parliament constituencies in 12 provinces. Indians turn out in huge numbers to vote in the second phase of a mammoth general election on Thursday, with Prime Minister Narendra Modi seeking a second term after campaigning on his national security record amid tensions with arch foe Pakistan. Long queues outside many polling stations were a common sight. Voting in the second of 7 rounds was held in 95 parliament constituencies in 12 provinces, including parts of northern Jammu and Kashmir province. India's parliament has 545 members.
जितना हम लोग ड्यूटी करता है सख्त ड्यूटी उससे भी इम्पोर्टेंट एटा वोटिंग है क्योंकि हमारा देश के लिए हमारा लिए हम जीवन के लिए पर्यटन के लिए सब चीज़ के लिए डेवलपमेंट के लिए वोटिंग बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है.
The focus is on the southern provinces of Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, where the main opposition Congress party and its allies need to win big if they hope to oust Modi's Bharatiya Janata Party or BJP. The main opposition Congress party has sought allies among regional parties to defeat the BJP over its record on the economy.
The Tamil people want a change of government both at the centre and following that in the state. That is why there's overwhelming support for the secular progressive front.
The election, which began on April 11th, is spread over 39 days with the final phase on May 19th. Voters will be counted on May 23rd and the results are expected the same day. In news from Pakistan, Pakistan's top court on Thursday approved for hearing a plea against bail of Shehbaz Sharif, the opposition leader in National Assembly and former senior bureaucrat Fawad Hassan Fawad. Both of them are facing trial in a corruption case in an accountability court.
Pakistan's Supreme Court on Thursday approved for hearing the National Accountability Bureau's plea against bail of opposition leader in National Assembly Shehbaz Sharif and former senior bureaucrat Fawad Hassan Fawad. The court has issued notices to Shehbaz Sharif and Fawad Hassan Fawad to appear on May 2nd, local media reported. Earlier on February 15th, the Lahore High Court had ordered to release Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz Party President Shehbaz Sharif after approving his bail plea. The bail was granted against 2 surety bonds worth 1 million each. Shehbaz Sharif had filed bail petition in Ramzan Sugar Mills corruption case and Ashiana housing scheme scam case. Fawad Hassan Fawad's bail plea was also approved by the Lahore High Court in the Ashiana housing scheme case, but rejected in the assets beyond income case. Fawad has been accused of owning a 10-story plaza in Rawalpindi and other properties beyond known sources of income.
More news from Pakistan. Pakistan's finance minister Asad Umar on Thursday announced to step down from its position after talk with Prime Minister Imran Khan. As the finance minister of Pakistan, Umar had been negotiating with the International Monetary Fund on behalf of Pakistan government for a bailout. Pakistan's finance minister Asad Umar on Thursday stepped down from his role after discussion with Prime Minister Imran Khan about a cabinet reshuffle. Umar made the announcement on Twitter saying as a part of a cabinet reshuffle, Prime Minister Khan desired that he take the energy minister portfolio instead of finance, but Umar obtained his consent to not take any cabinet position. As the finance minister of Pakistan, Umar had a major role in bringing back the economy and was negotiating with the International Monetary Fund or IMF on behalf of Pakistan government for a bailout. Imran Khan-led government and finance minister Umar in particular have faced mounting criticism by opposition parties and members of the business community over the handling of the economic crisis. Cash-strapped Pakistan is seeking $8 billion from the IMF to bail itself out from a severe balance of payments crisis. Pakistan has so far received a total of $9.1 billion in finance aid packages from countries like China and Saudi Arabia during the current fiscal year. Moving on, political activist Altaf Bhatt has expressed concerns over the newly proposed Kohala hydropower project in the illegally occupied region of Pakistan-administered Kashmir. He said that locals are already reeling from the adverse effects of the Neelum-Jhelum power project. The Kohala project, which will see diversion of Jhelum River, has compounded their worries.
Altaf Bhatt, a former candidate of Legislative Assembly of Pakistan-administered Kashmir, has expressed concerns over the newly proposed Kohala hydropower project in the illegally occupied region. He expressed that locals are already reeling from the adverse effects of diversion of Neelum River for the construction of Neelum-Jhelum power project, and now the Kohala project, which will see diversion of Jhelum River, has compounded their worries. He highlighted a massive water crisis has built up of late in the region due to Neelum River's diversion, making the lives of the common public miserable.
हम ये चाहते हैं और वज़ीर-ए-आज़म आज़ाद कश्मीर से अपना वज़ीर-ए-आज़म पाकिस्तान से कि अगर कोहाला प्रोजेक्ट नागज़ीर है, बनना ज़रूरी है, तो इसके लिए उनके जो तकाबली जायज़ा भी लिया जाए. अगर टनल तामीर होनी है, उसके जो नुकसानात हैं उनका मुतबादल क्या होगा, उसका नेबल बदल क्या होगा, आवाम की आबादकारी के लिए क्या चीज़ें मुहैया की जाएगी.
Once roaring, the Neelum River now appears to be a small drain all along its course from Nowsheri to Domel, where it merges into Jhelum River. Activists have expressed authorities have completely ignored the damage being done to the environment and the livelihood in the region in the process of construction of the power projects, which will ultimately only benefit Islamabad.
In news from Afghanistan, Afghanistan's President Ashraf Ghani has said that Taliban has now no way except for talks with the Afghan government. Ghani made the remarks on Wednesday after meeting the members of the delegation which will hold talks with the Taliban in Doha.
Afghan President Ashraf Ghani on Wednesday met with members of the delegation who will hold a meeting with the Taliban in Qatar. Ghani said the Afghan delegation, which is preparing to hold discussions with the Taliban in Doha, are carrying an important mission, which is a dignified peace within the framework of the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan. He said the Taliban should realize the fact that the group has no way except to engage in talks with the Afghan government.
نمایندگی از جمهوری اسلامی افغانستان و مردم افغانستان به خاطر مهم است که هیچ کس نمیتواند خارج از چارچوب دولت از ملت نمایندگی کند.
This comes 2 days after the Afghan government announced that it had prepared an initial list of the Qatar delegation, which consists of 250 members. The list, however, has been criticized by some political parties and movements for not being inclusive.
The United Nations has found progress in torture eradication in Afghan prisons, but also noted its ongoing concern over the high number of detainees who continue to report torture and ill treatment. In its latest report, the UN has documented an encouraging reduction in the number of cases of torture since 2016 in Afghanistan.
In its latest report on the treatment of conflict-related detainees in Afghanistan, the UN has documented an encouraging reduction in the number of cases of torture since 2016. The joint report by the UN Assistance Mission in Afghanistan and the UN Human Rights Office, however, noted its ongoing concern at the high number of detainees who continue to report torture and ill treatment. The report is based on interviews with 618 detainees held in 17 facilities in 28 provinces across the country between January 2017 and December 2018. It acknowledges progress made by the government in implementing Afghanistan's national plan on the elimination of torture and highlights that this enforcement has had tangible results with a reduction in torture of conflict-related detainees across different security entities in the country. Overall, among those in the custody of the Afghan National Defense and Security Forces, 32% based on a sample of detainees reported torture and ill treatment compared to 39% over the previous reporting period from 2015 to 2016. Notably, the reduction was marked more in 2018.
Farmers in Udhampur district of India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province are reaping huge profits from strawberry cultivation. The Provincial Horticulture Department is also providing financial and technical assistance to the farmers to ensure better production of strawberries.
Farmers in Udhampur district of India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province are reaping huge profits from strawberry cultivation. A farmer from the district said the investment is low and there are more profits in strawberry cultivation as compared to other conventional farming options. The commercial demand for strawberries has also increased over the years, encouraging the farmers in the region to move to its cultivation.
काम है मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है सर मेहनत तो इसको देख रेख में मेहनत कम है पैसा ज़्यादा है और इसकी मार्केट आने वाले टाइम में बहुत अच्छी मार्केट होगी.
The Provincial Horticulture Department is also providing financial and technical assistance to the farmers to ensure better production of strawberries.
अगर लोगों को हम और आने के लिए जागृत करते हैं हमारे पास मिशन फॉर इंटीग्रेटेड डेवलपमेंट ऑफ हॉर्टिकल्चर है उसमें अगर बंदा 20 कनाल स्ट्रॉबेरी की कल्टीवेशन करना चाहता है विद इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ दिस इरिगेशन सिस्टम हम उसको 1,12,000 रुपया सब्सिडी तक दे सकते हैं. अगर जो विदाउट इंटीग्रेशन करना चाहता है विदाउट इरिगेशन सिस्टम लगवा के करना मतलब विदाउट इंटीग्रेशन करना चाहता है उसको हम 50,000 पर हेक्टर देते हैं सब्सिडी देते हैं.
The cool and dry climate of Jammu and Kashmir is also suitable for fruits like apples, pears, cherries, plums, grapes, peaches, apricots and walnuts, which require moderate rainfall and bright sunshine.
Celestial wedding of Hindu goddess Meenakshi and Lord Sundareshwarar on Wednesday attracted thousands of devotees to a temple in southern India. The annual event is one of the main attractions of the temple in Madurai city in Tamil Nadu province. Thousands of devotees gathered at a temple in India's southern Tamil Nadu province on Wednesday to witness the celestial wedding of Hindu goddess Meenakshi and Lord Sundareshwarar. The ceremony took place in the premises of Meenakshi Amman temple in Madurai city. The annual event is one of the main attractions of the temple and attracts massive crowd from across the province. Priests at the ceremony convert the temple premises into a wedding hall where they perform the nuptial rituals.
மீனாட்சி சுந்தரேஸ்வரர் கல்யாணத்துக்கு வந்து எங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்குது. நாங்கள் இங்கே 20 வருஷமாக இருக்கோம். நான் இங்கே மீனாட்சி அம்மாவுக்கு வந்து தாலி கட்டவும் நாங்களும் இங்கே தாலியை திருப்பி மறுபடியும் கட்டி இது பண்ணுறோம். இங்கே இருக்கிற நீங்கள் பார்க்குறீங்க எவ்வளோ கூட்டம் இருக்குது.
According to tradition, one priest decorated as bridegroom ties a sacred thread around the neck of another who performs the role of goddess Meenakshi in the symbolic performance of the ceremony. The wedding ceremony involves a grand feast where the attendees are served a plethora of local delicacies. Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. Indians vote in second phase of mammoth general election. Pakistan's finance minister steps down in cabinet reshuffle. And Taliban has no way except talks with Afghan government, says President Ghani. And now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsia Newsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsia Newsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Good night.